Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bazil. Welcome to Why I Am Not Supporting This. This is basically the only thing I can call it, because there's really no catchy phrase for this. It's just downright, this is why I'm not supporting it. I am a little under the weather. I still have a very bad cold, very nasally, so I do apologize for the sniffles. You might hear some jump cuts from here to there. That's me removing the coughs and the sniffles. So I canceled my pre-order last week, and it was really hard for me to do. Not just because it's Star Wars, but because it's Star Wars, and I want to explain. Star Wars was one of the first movies I saw with my dad in the theaters. It's one of the first movies we ever saw together. So that kind of plays a big deal in my life. Kind of churned me into the nerd I was, because, you know, who didn't want to be Luke Skywalker, or Darth Vader, or Obi-Wan Kenobi, or R2-D2, or an X-Wing, or a TIE Fighter? Like, who didn't want to be those things when they were a kid after seeing that movie? And really, kind of after that, it was just kind of sealed my deal for the love of fantasy and the love of space and that kind of stuff. I was always interested in astronomy and that kind of, and just, it really just kind of shaped my life. And I know there's 1,000 other stories like this, and I'm really no one special. But when a game company comes out with Star Wars Battlefront, and they make it what it was 12 years ago, and just having so many amazing memories from that. And, you know, a lot of games, you have a lot of good memories, but this one in particular, because this is really kind of what bonded me and my best friend over the last 10 years or so, was we would, after church or after youth group, we would go over to his house or my house. He'd bring his PlayStation over, and we'd just play that game for hours, like literal hours. And it was just something that I remember being extremely positive. No matter what was happening in his life or my life, we could sit down, play Star Wars Battlefront, and have fun doing the same thing over and over. We would come up with little scenarios and other stupid crap that would just, you know, seem silly now. It wasn't like any other video game that we've experienced or really since forth. You know, you have your LAN parties, you have that kind of stuff way back then. I'm dating myself here. Just sitting down with him in the living room or in his bedroom and just firing up the game and playing, there really wasn't any other experiences like it. And so when Battlefront was re-released and announced 2 years ago now, it was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be the coolest thing ever. And I specifically remember like talking to him about it and be like, dude, I'm so pumped for this game, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, me too. You know, I've already pre-ordered it for the PS4. So I was really excited about it again, because he works for Disney. He lives in Florida, and I'm still stuck in Ohio. And, you know, we don't get to see each other very much. He actually came over this weekend. We talked about the movie and you know, nerded out again. He's probably one of the biggest Star Wars geeks, nerds I know. I was really excited about it. But as information kept flowing out, as things kept churning, as all this just stuff, sending up red flag after red flag after red flag, it was just not something that I wanted to keep seeing about one of my favorite video games of all time. That's hard to beat, in my opinion. I mean, we're talking like, this game ranks up here with Star Fox and like Zelda and Quake and those games in my book. So Star Wars Battlefront is a huge deal to me. From a completely outsider's perspective and just trying to put myself in a completely neutral position, I'm going, okay, I'm going to dig into this and make sure that this game and everything that these companies are doing support my personal morals and values of what I believe a game company should be. And they just aren't. You know, going from exclusive content to instant access content on the collector's Super Ultra Edition, whatever the hell they want to call it, that just really rubbed me the wrong way. Then going from, you know, $39.99 packs to $49.99 packs, and it's like, okay, where'd the extra $20 freaking dollars come from? Or like, are you serious right now? So simply piggybacking off of that, I was instantly put in some sort of like red zone that was just like, oh, okay, something's not right here. Something is definitely wrong. And yeah, you know, I got to play the beta like so many other people, and it didn't feel like Star Wars. It just didn't. It just, the bullets felt like they were just like heavy metal pieces of steel that were just being thrown at your opponent. They didn't feel like laser guns. They didn't really have that same feel. Now, granted, the game is beautiful, the graphics are amazing, and the sounds are superb. That's what DICE is known for. So, and the sounds have to be really, really good in a Star Wars game because, you know, it's Star Wars. You have to hear the hum of the lightsaber and the pings of the bullets and that kind of stuff because it's essentially light, and light doesn't make a sound, so they have to be believable. But I'm getting off track, and I apologize. So, once that $50 pack hit, it was kind of the end for me. It went from $70 exclusive stuff to instant early access to finding out that, it was you know, you could play a couple games and unlock most of that stuff already. And that $70, though, was putting you instantly to get them. Ooh, who gives a crap? And, oh, but wait, you get some cool, like, dance moves and stuff, too, and in all honesty, that just paves the way for microtransactions, and there's no way in hell am I going to support that. Look at Halo 5. Nice job. So it's been a really long road and hard decision for me. But I did end up canceling my pre-order. And that really sucks for me. Because Star Wars, man. Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, Lord Vader, and Palpatine, and AT-STs, and snow speeders and X-Wings and Star Destroyers. Like, who doesn't want to be a part of that? But guys, we have to speak as one voice like we do to calm other stupid BS down. This is a serious problem the gaming industry has put forth on our table, and we're just blindly accepting it, and it's getting worse. It's getting worse. I use Halo 5 as another example. So no matter how much you want to play this game, don't do it. I get it. You want to play a Star Wars game. I get it. But you got to speak with your wallet. That's the only way they're going to listen. Only way. So EA and DICE, I don't know if you're watching this. You probably aren't. You probably don't even care. But I implore you to completely change your business practices, because you've essentially ruined the franchise that I have loved for 12 years. As a child, as a teenager, as a young adult, and now as an older adult. And it's heartbreaking to know that I won't be able to play with my best friend because I cannot support what you guys are doing with this game and what you guys are putting into the industry and asking for things out of it. I simply cannot do that. That's all I got. Bye, guys.